Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Slice of Fried Gold. My name's Paddy.
And I'm Ben.
If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. And if you're listening to us on Spotify, please do give us a 5-star review. With that all being said, Ben, how the devil are you?
I wonder if it's your beard that muffles the microphone for you.
Maybe.
Because you are
Because
not
it's thick and luscious.
Yeah.
Unlike the top of my head.
Yeah. So maybe that's what's doing it.
Maybe it's acting as a different furry thing.
Yeah.
Another furry thing.
Another furry thing. Maybe we need to have you shave your face and...
Let's not. Although it is starting to pick up in temperature, so it will get a little bit shorter.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Me. How are me? How's me? Yes. I am happy to report no hauntings in the new house.
Wonderful.
Yet. There's still time. Yeah. Usually in films where there's a haunted house, they have a few weeks where they can settle in and get comfy.
The ghosts want to lure you into a false sense of security.
Yeah. I tested this weekend to see if the ghost if there's a ghost.
Yes.
I tested it this weekend to see if he was homophobic.
He was not.
He was not. He's okay with it.
We're all cool.
We're all cool. If the listeners catch my drift.
Yeah.
So if there's a ghost there, he's not homophobic, which is good to know. Mm-hmm. I talked to someone from Puff Drinks about it, and he's like, "I love gay people sometimes." I was like, "What?" He's like, religious people, holy water; witches, sage burning; gays, sex. And I was like, "Well, that's the best option."
Yeah, that's get anything off.
That's the best one. I mean, we can burn sage afterwards. Calm everyone down.
Yeah. Get rid of the smell. So of course I'm now fully living there and everything. Yeah.
I've committed to being more active in my life.
Oh my lord.
And by that I mean walking to my social activities.
Yes. Yeah.
Including Puff Drinks and my Monday pub quiz and everything.
Yep.
But that's when I've realised there's a downside to walking instead of driving.
What?
I have to deal with people.
Oh.
So, case in point, I was walking to the Monday pub quiz, minding my own business. There's these two teenagers, probably about 12 or 11.
Yeah.
They've obviously, been given some pocket money, or they've collected their OnlyFans money. Gone to the little news agents and bought themselves some sweeties.
Oh.
And of course, they've just happened to walk out in front of me as I'm walking to the thing.
Yeah.
And because they are 12 and tiny,
Yep.
and I'm tall, my long strides mean I've caught up with them quite quickly.
Yeah.
I then, walk round them.
Yep, as you do.
As you do, to carry on my way. And as I pass them, one of them just goes, "What are you looking at, bitch?" And I was like, I hadn't even turned my head to look at them.
Yeah.
I was just facing straight on, considering, because, to get round them, I'd gone into the road.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the road for the traffic.
Yeah.
I had not turned to look at them. And this bitch sucks her teeth at me and says, "What are you looking at, bitch?" I was just like, it's these moments, normally, where I say something and make people cry.
Yeah.
She's lucky, because I was running late for the quiz. So
If I was on time,
if I was on time, I would have turned around to her and said, "An insignificant piece of dust whose IQ is lower than their age."
Yeah.
And she would have been very confused about what I said and not understood it.
Point proven.
So she probably wouldn't have cried. But I would have said, "Oh, go ask your daddy what I meant," and then be like, "Oh shit, sorry, he's not around, is he?" And that's when she would have cried. Because hitting the daddy nail is always a good one to hit, especially with these ones. And but then as I was walking along, I was like, why?
Yeah.
I've not talked to them, I've not interacted with them, I've not looked at them.
Yeah.
Why are they just explain it to me, Paddy.
I can't, Ben, because they're twats.
I was like, why? Why did she think it was making her look hard? Did she think it was making her look cool in front of her friends? I feel like that kids nowadays feel like they have to overreact on things and be
out there and boisterous for just because of like. And I'm gonna sound like a boomer. I'm gonna blame social media.
Oh, 100%.
Because you can guarantee that if you had turned around, they would have been
the
straight
phones would have been
recording.
straight out.
Yeah. And go, oh, look at this guy having a go at me. Blah, blah, blah. You know, classic.
Yeah. Classic child.
Yes.
But yeah, and I was just so confused, and to the point where that actually affected my pub quizzing.
Threw you off a game.
Threw me off my game. I mean, I know it's not just me in the team.
Yeah.
But I would like to think that I contribute a significant amount.
Yes.
And that night in question, until I'd sort of calmed down and got over it, we were last place. Like, literally, we were dead last.
Yeah.
And somehow, like, once I'd finally sort of calmed over and like, right, get your head in the fucking game, we went all the way back up to first.
Down.
I mean, yes, we lost it at the end and ended up third, but going from last to first to end up third, I'm happy with.
Yeah, no, that's good.
You know? And it was just, I was just like, so, what?
Yeah.
Also, was talking about walking to and from social activities, because I'm still learning the area at the moment. Of course, naturally, I'm doing the normal thing of choose landmarks.
Yep. Yeah.
I may have made a foolish decision of the landmark in choice when I'm walking home to be the sold sign outside my house. You see where this is going.
Yep.
So on Friday, I'm at Puff Drinks, and everyone's like, oh my God, you've walked. Let me buy you a drink. Let me buy you a drink. Let me buy you a drink. It was a cheap night for me. It was brilliant. I wasn't drunk.
No.
But I was unfocused. Let's put it, I think that's a good way of describing it.
Yeah.
I was in my own little world, just la 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 la.
Yeah.
Walking home, and I was like, right, just look for the sold sign, look for the sold sign. They had taken the sold sign away whilst I was at Puff Drinks. bearing in mind, I left for Puff Drinks at 6:30 in the evening.
Damn.
And I was walking home at 2 a.m. So sometime between 6:30 in the evening and 2 a.m, they had taken the sold sign away.
Either that or somebody stole it.
I mean, I was about to say who the fuck would steal a sold sign, but it's 2025. Anything could fucking happen.
Anything for the gram.
Anything for the gram. But anyway, I was just walking along like la 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 la, and then it was kind of like, this is taking a lot longer than normal. This is taking, and then I was just kind of like, oh shit. There's my, like I may have walked like 5 steps past my house.
Oh wow.
I literally clocked it at the last minute kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I very nearly walked right past my house because they'd taken the sold sign. And now I have to pick a new landmark.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why I didn't go with the obvious choice of it's opposite a fucking church. Why I didn't go with that one first?
Because religion.
Because religion. Scars me. It
of
burns. But yeah, maybe I should have gone with that one from the off.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Nope.
But yeah, so, and even now, like that was Friday, and then on Monday, I was like, right, the sold sign's gone.
Yeah.
Don't look for, I nearly walked past my house again. I'm still not used to it.
You have to put like an outside. You got like an outside light or a lamp or something that you can put in the window so you can fucking signal. Just make sure it's not a red lamp. You'll be fine.
Maybe I will make it a red lamp. Maybe I'll put a bat signal.
Could do. Yeah. That'd be good.
But yeah, other than that, nothing really to report, or at least nothing I can remember.
Yeah.
Standard for me. So yeah, Paddy, how are you?
I'm well, Ben, thank you. I've obviously been off work since the weekend. I've had one interaction with work, and that happened to be this morning because a burst water main happened in Manningtree, and I was out of water. So I, as you do, just message work, just to let them know. And then they were like, yeah, we wonder why the water pressure was really low. I was like, cool, you'll probably run out of water in about 5 minutes. And then they did.
Oh, no.
But they got the water back up and sorted it like within the hour, but that was fine. But other than that, been pretty chill. Obviously, the big news, as you well know, Ben, on Monday, St. Patrick's Day, I passed my theory test.
Woo!
So I'm finally one step closer to getting the full license. And I'm going to book my theory test, my practical test in for whenever, kind of in the next couple of months when there's an available slot.
I was about to say, because there's a full-on waiting list at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah, there's about 2 to 3 months of a waiting list. If you want to get it in your specific area, there's ways of like going around it. You can book for like Kent, and then download an app that basically bots the system and picks a cancellation in your area. But obviously, because obviously the government have brought in the new rules about the cancellation fee.
Yeah.
So you can't cancel now within 10 working days.
What?
I know. So like, heaven forbid, like a family member dies like the day before, and you want to cancel your driving test tomorrow, you still have to pay like full price.
11 days prior to your driving test, you need to like message everyone in your family.
Everybody that's dear to you.
If something horrible happens to you, I don't want to know.
Do not tell me until after my driving test. Thank you.
Like, you could be having the worst personal crisis of your life.
You could be standing on the Orwell Bridge, ready to jump, and it will not do nothing until 2 days later after my exam.
Yeah. Do not message me. I will not be there to talk you down.
Yeah, exactly. So, but that's the government, isn't it?
It is the government, yes.
But yeah, so that's kind of cool. That's all that's kind of been happening in my life. I don't move until next week. So kind of this week with minor packing situations like non-essentials, all that kind of thing, taking down some furniture that is again non-essential. But then next week is going to be the full-on getting stuff done. And it's good fun and games.
Yes.
What? Please don't say that. What?
So far, every weekend of March has been lovely and sunny.
Yeah.
That weekend it's raining.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Because, of course, that's the weekend I'm having my house warming.
Yeah.
And I was like, are we going to have a barbecue? I'm like, not if the weather doesn't fucking change.
Well, tomorrow, or like in the next couple of days, it's going to be like 20 degrees.
Yes, tomorrow.
Oh, it is tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah. And then after that, it's going to spiral back down.
Wonderful.
And yeah, the day you're moving it's raining.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And I'm having the carpets cleaned the night before. Brilliant. Oh well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Got to get it done.
Yeah.
There's been hordes of people anyway. So I've got a two-man lorry.
Yeah.
There's me, Mrs. in-laws, brother-in-law. So it should be at least done quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. But other than that, I haven't really got anything else to report because not been at work. So
no.
So should we talk film?
Let's talk film.
So we've just been to see Black Bag.
Black Bag.
Starring Kate Blanchett and Michael Fassbender. Directed by Steven Soderbergh. Your thoughts, Ben?
Oh, me first.
Because I went technically first last time.
What's the technically?
Well, because we did 2 films last time.
Right, okay.
So you did the first one and then I did the second.
Right. Okay. Black Bag. Should have been a TV series.
I don't think it should have been a TV series.
I think it should have been a TV series so it could have had a bit more time building up the drama, building up the suspense, building up the intrigue. Like, it was fine. It was okay. It had an interesting storyline. But I was like, well, where's it? Like, the stakes never seem to get risen. The stakes were introduced right at the start of the film, and that's where you stayed.
Yeah.
Nothing got higher. The tension didn't get higher. The stakes didn't get higher. The atmosphere didn't get higher. It just stayed.
It just poodled along.
It poodled along, which is fine.
Yeah.
But for a mystery spy espionage film, you want things to build.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying it should have been a TV series, because they would have then had that time to build it. You know, one of those ITV single series, 5 episodes thing.
Yeah.
Well, considering, because the whole film is based across a week, you could have literally done 7 episodes. Each episode is one single day.
Yeah.
And literally, you know.
Yeah, could have done.
And then it could have built and built and built, and you could have had plot twists and this. Because this didn't even really have plot twists. It had one. And even then, that was kind of like, oh, who cares?
Yeah, it was a little bit like that.
You know, it wasn't a plot twist of, oh my god, I didn't see that coming, that's amazing. It was just kind of like, oh, Okay, yeah, I see it.
Because I thought at the beginning, like the big plot twist was it. Like I thought like the final plot twist was going to be something, and it obviously completely. I was like nowhere near that. I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be Fassbender.
Mm.
I thought they were going to go. Oh, you know, he's the guy who's been assigned to find the Dubreys and do this and do all that, and then he's going to be the person.
The Dubry picker.
The Dubry picker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was just like, oh, okay, maybe not.
That's an unfortunate timing of the car.
That was.
But yeah, so like it was alright. Yeah, it held my attention. But yeah, there was just, in the words of our drama teacher, it needed polishing. And
Yes.
not like the cinematography was fine, the acting was fine, though sometimes I found Fassbender being a bit wooden. I don't know if that was just like because of his character, and he's gone, I'm going to play this character very straight and very sort of
Stern.
monotone and stern because that's the kind of character he is.
Yeah.
Fine, it's a choice. Sometimes I don't agree with people's choices, but art is subjective.
Yeah.
You know, as I constantly was reminded in university.
This is very true.
And it's just like, yeah, sometimes it came across a bit wooden rather than I'm just going to act very stern and thingy bob.
Yeah.
I should use better words when I'm trying to... than thingamabob.
We're so articulate.
So articulate and so professional. You know, we're talking about Dubreys and thingamabobs,
Yeah.
and this is a review, people.
But you know what we're talking about.
But yeah, so like the acting was fine, the cinematography was fine. The polishing needs is in the story. That's where I think it falls down, which is why I keep saying, to me, it should have been a standalone TV series. And that's all I really have to say on it. Paddy, your thoughts?
Yes, this was indeed a slow burn.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like the payoff at the end was good, though. I do feel like, I mean, like you said, if they had said, oh, you know, to the studio, if we could make the film, because I mean, this was only an hour and a half film as well. If we could make this film 2 hours, we can actually up the ante little bit and kind of add bits and make little bit more dramatic, you know, things like that. You know, like the only person that we saw, like the mid killing person, like was almost a throwaway character, so it had no effect on us as an audience.
Yeah. Whereas if it was a TV series, he could have been a lot more of a prolific character in the first bit, and then when his death came along, you're like,
oh, you're like, OMD. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I feel like there was aspects of good that could have been a good quality film.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, maybe in the polishing of the script, a bit more of like. Maybe a second writer brought in, you know, to help that maybe has written these kind of things. Can't remember who the writer was. However, the director, we've recently seen one of his other movies.
Oh, have we?
Presence,
right. The name rings a bell. Oh, yes.
In the house with the ghost.
Yes.
And looking at how like certain shots of that movie is compared to this, it kind of almost had that aspect as well.
Yeah.
Like the walking scene, like the opening walking scene, that was very much like, you know, like just like 5 minutes of following Fassbender walking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I also had an issue with that because he's supposed to be in London. Those streets were too clean.
Oh,
that's not London.
That's not London, baby.
Studio.
Where's the pile of sick in the corner?
Where's the pile of sick in the corner, the trash bags, and the random person laying in the streets?
Yeah, exactly.
Could they be drunk? Could they be homeless? Could they be stabbed? Who knows? It's London.
But likely they're just having a nap.
Probably.
Yeah, like I could see, like, but I feel like we were the same with that with Presence.
Yes.
There was bits that we really, really enjoyed and thought it was a great concept, but it needed polishing and things like that. So I wonder whether or not this is like another situation where like maybe he's kind of just been like, I'm going to make this movie, but it's also been on a small budget because apart from
and then all his budget was spent on the big names. Yeah.
Well, not even the big names, because I mean sometimes actors will take a small project if it's like a certain director or things like that. You know, look at Presents with Lucy Liu.
Yeah.
You know, but I just wonder whether or not those bits went into like sets and props, if you catch my drift.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was like the main bulk of the budget, and then everything else. That's why it was always in like only in certain places.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a good collectively I'd say 20 minutes, half hour of the film was just in the dining room.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's just, I think that's obviously director's choice, whether or not that's part of the story or, you know.
Yeah, there was a lot of sitting around for a spy, espionage, thriller, mystery film. There was a lot of sitting around.
But I also kind of enjoyed that because it's not all James Bond and Jason Bourne. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it was also probably more true to what maybe espionage is than what the media has put towards
but I
us.
think if maybe the written word or the spoken word, if that had been more like a chess match. So they're sitting there, but then they're fighting with words. Game of Thrones, like no matter how bad that tanked in the end of it,
that final season.
In the earlier seasons, the back and forth in the dialogue was beautiful.
Was.
That clip that they keep using on TikTok about what is it? The one that Littlefinger does. Oh, it's going to annoy me now.
I know what one you're talking about. Yeah, I remember.
No, not Littlefinger, because Littlefinger does the Chaos is a Ladder one. It's Varys. Varys does who wields all the power. You know, you've got the king, the sellsword, and blah, blah, blah. Who wields the power?
Yeah.
And Tyrion's like the guy who has the money. It's like, no, it's the guy who has the sword.
Yeah.
You know, kind of. It's that backwards and forwards, and there wasn't that backwards and forwards in this, if you get me.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with that. I can't remember what I was watching.
Whilst you're trying to think of that, I will say, Cate Blanchett, I'm so glad you did this as well as Borderlands, because, you know, if Borderlands was your only film for the year, oh boy, that P45 was coming to you quite quickly.
You would have been written out of Hollywood.
Yeah, that would have been like, that's it. You know, whatever happened to Cate Blanchett? Well, she did that Borderlands film, and whereas in this one, I liked her. Like she was good. Yeah, she was very, very good. And I feel like everybody else, like Tom Berg, you know, he's a great actor. You know, what's his face from Bridgerton, who you looked at? Regé-Jean Page, I think. Yeah, he's a very good actor. He's not done a lot and things like that. But I do feel like there's there was some golden aspects of acting in there. What I was going to say was like going back to like the espionage thing, is that I can't remember. I'm sure it was like a YouTube. You know when you watch. I don't know if you've watched them, but like Chef breaks down top scenes from like The Bear and things like that, like the insider ones. There was like a spy one, and then like a former spy was talking about how the fact that actually the easiest way to be a spy if you want to take photos of like a certain area is to actually just go up and pretend that you're a tourist and take photos, and when they come and question you, you go, "Oh, sorry, I'm visiting the area. I just thought this was like a monument or something. I was taking photos," and that's how you get away with it. Because if you park 50 yards away and put out a massive telescopic lens, they know you're a fucking spy. Yeah. So but that's what I was saying about how I like the fact that this wasn't all kind of like James Bond running through the streets blowing shit up, but there was little aspects of that. But it probably is more to what espionage is than what we know because of media. Yes. I wanted to use that as an example. I get that. I think I kind of misworded what I meant of, you know, where was the action? It's Yes, yes, there was a lot of sitting around, but I think had the dialogue been stronger, that wouldn't have been so much of an issue. No, I don't disagree with that either. I think that's about it, really. I haven't got really anything else to say. No. On that. It's like, but considering, once again, it's a spy, thriller, espionage, mystery, because it was so sort of plain and by the book and no sort of stakes were risen, no plot twists, there's no rewatch value. I wouldn't watch. I wouldn't watch it again. Like, because normally you go and watch like a spy, espionage, mystery. Yeah. You watch it, you're shocked by the plot twist, and you go, "Oh, I need to go watch it again." Now knowing that, to see all the little hints and everything, but because there was no real sort of any of that, There's no rewatch value.
No.
And I think that's my biggest problem with it.
Because I feel like there was certain bits throughout the film where you could pick up on stuff.
Yeah.
And I felt like the way it led to that ending was probably... Oh, this is where the water pipe burst.
Oh, lovely. Am I about to go through a puddle?
Probably. Unless it's finally dried out. But yeah, no, I just feel like it wasn't kind of... It was one of those ones, but also like I appreciate the fact that sometimes you watch like these twisty-turny spy movies, and they...
There's the puddle.
I know. Yeah, I know. It was bad. They're still working on it now. The vans are there. But it wasn't one of those ones that it was like, it had to be that person. Do you see what I mean? It wasn't one of those stupid ones where it was just like, oh, it's actually this person. You know what I mean?
That's what we needed. We needed a Miss Marple at the end where they go round the room.
Well, that's what I thought they were going to do.
And you need Donna in the corner going, so she did it.
Yeah.
So he did it.
So who did it? Well, that's what I was kind of half expecting at the end. But like, there wasn't that much of a payoff in that sense.
No, they already knew who it was, and they just went straight for it. They didn't. They didn't try and. Ooh, that's the cup.
You okay?
Well, my car isn't. But I was just because it's a very thin road. I was just trying to get over as much as possible. I just got over too much.
The final thoughts.
The final thoughts. Youths.
Youths be youthing.
And why? If you're going to say something to a complete random stranger...
At least make it justified on something that they did.
Yeah. Rather than someone who's just staring straight ahead.
Yeah, exactly. I'll pass my theory test.
Whoop, whoop. No hauntings in my house.
Whoop, whoop. Water pipes be water pipe. Very true, apparently.
Paddy's looking forward to moving. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Because he's got more shit than me.
Yes.
Do it actually, because what? Mine took... Because I did it all via cut-off mostly, and then I borrowed the van.
Yeah.
Mine was what? 7 car trips? It's not too bad.
Yeah. We've got new tenants moving in after us, and we're selling off freezers. So then you have to move there.
Lovely.
We're building one.
So. Oh, very nice.
Anyway. We
black,
digress.
Black bag.
Black bag.
Not black blag.
Black bag.
Black blag.
Black bag.
Is that? Yeah. Black bag is...
Bit of a letdown. Could have been a little bit more juicy, but then again, it might have been on a small budget, so they didn't budget for it, maybe.
And once again, we're in a different universe because everyone else has been messaging in the group chat and going, oh my god, I loved it. What?
It's probably because Letterboxd told them to like it.
Think for yourself, people.
I know.
It was...
Don't be sheep. Go against the grain, people. Go against the flow. Just keep swimming. But with that all being said, mediocre.
How Fassbender plays his character, that is the whole film.
Yeah, basically. Just like that.
One note.
Yeah.
Woo!
Just white noise. That's what they should have called it. White noise, not black bag. But with that all being said, have you seen this week's movie? If you have, let us know down below. Any stories you want to let us know, do email us at sliceofriedgoldpod@gmail.com. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, ring that notification bell, and if you listen to us on Spotify, please do give us a 5-star review. With that all being said, we'll see you next week. Cheers.
Bye, guys.